In my seminars and lectures on stress management, I'm invariably asked 3 questions by the participants. 1. What is stress? 2. How does stress affect us? And 3. How can we cope with stress? Let us explore these questions one by one. First, what is stress? The term stress is borrowed from the vocabulary of physics and engineering, meaning a force of sufficient magnitude which, when applied to a system, will either deform or distort the system. However, the force applied to a lifeless system is external, while for us humans, the force may be external or from within due to our ability to feel. Thus, to us, the word stress connotes fatigue, tension, pain, discomfort, and pressure. To look at the concept of stress differently, suppose you return home from a day's work and you find out that you have just won a big lottery. Good news indeed. And now something unpleasant. Suppose you return home from a day's work and you find out that a member in your immediate family just had a fatal accident. It might be difficult to believe, but in both cases, your body will respond in a nearly identical manner. Most likely, your heart will beat rapidly and your blood pressure will rise. This response was first described by Dr. Cannon of Harvard Medical School as an emergency reaction. It is also called the fight or flight response. Stress in this sense cannot be avoided, since we are always faced with a condition or situation, internal or external, that demands readjustment on the part of our organism. And this brings us to the second question. How does stress affect us? Stress is a fact of life, and it is impossible to avoid stress completely. However, it is important to know that prolonged or excessive stress may overtax an individual's resources and may cause a breakdown of organized functioning. It has long been established by the work of late Dr. Dunbar that emotional conflict and stress cause bodily diseases. Dr. Benson of Harvard Medical School suggests that stress can cause blood pressure, heart attacks, and strokes. In their book entitled Stress, Walter McQuaid, who won an award from the American Heart Foundation, and his novelist wife, Ann Eichmann, point out the effect of stress as follows. Frustrated physical reactions damage the circulatory system, the digestive tract, the lungs, the muscles and the joints, and hasten the general process of aging. We do not catch migraine, coronary disease, or perhaps even cancer. These sicknesses happen to us because we are rendered vulnerable by the way we choose to live, or more often, the life that has chosen us. Let us review the situation. Excessive stress upsets the proper functioning of our body, including that of our nervous system. And the nervous system, in turn, makes our behavioral adjustment to the demands of modern living difficult. To answer the second question, how does stress affect us in specific terms? Let me say that excessive stress may affect an individual in one or more of the following ways. 1. It may cause emotional problems, including insomnia, fatigue, lack of concentration, and memory loss. 2. It may lead to drug use, including excessive use of sleeping pills, vitamin pills, and painkillers. 3. It may lead to cardiovascular problems. 4. It may cause gastrointestinal problems such as ulcers, colitis, and digestive problems. 5. It may lead to allergic reactions. 6. It may cause sexual disorders in both male and female. As you are listening to this, you may well be asking the third question: how can we cope with stress? I think the question is not how we can cope with stress, but how we can cope with stress efficiently. Since unfortunately, many people try to cope with stress by using faulty methods such as smoking or excessive drinking. The secret of coping with stress is to know the level of stress you can handle comfortably and to develop a plan of action for stress management or stress tolerance. I see the plan of action for stress management as having two aspects. One, the psychological aspect, and two, the physical aspect. By psychological aspect, I mean that you have a healthy self-image and that you feel good about who and what you are, that you are aware of your abilities and that you realize that you are fallible and prone to committing mistakes. But instead of identifying yourself with your mistakes, you look at them objectively and learn something positive from them. That you develop some hobbies and spend quality time with your family and friends. That you cultivate a sense of humor and what Indian sages call Drishtavav or Sakshibhav, an observer or witness within yourself who is observing you detachedly. That you avoid being angry and learn to deal with tension-producing situations positively and rationally. I see the physical aspects of the plan of action as an eightfold path. 1. Have regular medical checkup and follow your doctor's advice. 2. Have 7 to 8 hours of sleep at night regularly. 3. Have a good breakfast. 4. Maintain your weight. Check with your doctor as to the right weight for you. 5. Avoid indulging in snacks and drinks. Learn to say no when somebody offers them to you. 6. Avoid smoking or taking tobacco in any form. 7. Do physical exercises regularly. 8. Learn to relax and spend about 20 to 25 minutes per day relaxing. Let me elaborate on the last point. I questioned several people as to what they did in order to relax and received different answers from different people. Some told me they smoked cigarettes, some others had a drink or two, while others watched television or went jogging. But when I speak of relaxation, I do not mean relaxing with the help of smoking or drinking, nor do I mean watching television or jogging. You see, relaxation is an art or a skill that you can learn and master. Fortunately, we have many methods of relaxation available to us, including the ancient system of yoga, contemplative techniques of Christian mystics, auto-hypnosis, transcendental meditation, autogenic training, relaxation response of Dr. Benson, biofeedback training, and other. You will be benefited by practicing any of these methods regularly. However, if you are not familiar with any method of relaxation, this recording will help you learn the technique of relaxation, which I have personally taught to over 60,000 people in India, the Middle East, USA, and Canada during my lectures and seminars on stress management. So listen to it twice a day, master it, and benefit from it.